Okay. Hi, James. It's Richard. So I see you were having some trouble with your mustache and twisting and getting to curl the whole handlebar look. So I'm going to show you what I usually do. There's different methods. You can use wax. I use gel. I'm going to show you the combs and things that I use for myself personally. So I just got out of the shower. I'm a little damp still, but my mustache is dry. So what I do, good old hair dryer, a little blow dryer. You put it on high heat and you just turn it on low and you just move your mustache up. Just blow dry it up like this. Okay, that's what I usually do when I get out of the shower. You want a nice clean dry mustache. You don't want no cleansers in it, no balms, oils, things like that that can help strengthen it from whatever people say. So once you get it all nice, clean, and dry, and loose and free like this, feel free to grab one of your mustache combs. So there's a couple that I have. I started out with this Giorgio 57 handmade. That's right there. Is it? There we go. Okay, that's what I started out with. It's okay. You can see the combs and the bristles on it. They kind of flex a little bit. I didn't like that too much because you can see it's kind of bent here a little bit. So when I was trying to pass through my mustache, it kind of separated like finer hairs at the bottom and a large clump at the top, which is a little difficult. But what I got now is Bad Billy Beard Company. It is a stainless steel. Ooh, that's gotta go. There you go, Bad Billy. It's a stainless steel comb. It's not moving. It does move at all. I put it in my pocket. I take it to work with me. After I get done eating, I brush my mustache out or get the crumbs and stuff out of it, the whole 9 yards. I've dropped it 100 times, never any teeth breaking off or anything like that. So when you start out, make sure you got a nice dry mustache, nice clean clear. Kind of comb it a couple of times left and right. Okay. I shave all the way around. I think it's a centimeter or 2 centimeters from like the World Beard Championships, whatever they do. But I shave all the way down there and make sure it's nice and clean and tapered so I don't have anything hanging down loose on me. Okay. So what I use is this. Got to be, okay, Schwarzkopf's Got to Be glue, and it has to be the styling spiking gel. That's the only one that works for me that's perfect. So there's a couple things I play into, like genetics. I've got thick, coarse hair, so my mustache hair is going to be thick and coarse, but I can't grow a beard to save my life. But luckily I got a mustache. So another option is what I see here is the bone crusher. It's wax. A lot of people use wax. If you can get away with it, that's cool. I can only use wax sometimes in the winter time when it's, oh, there's my pick. Whenever it's not too hot outside, and it's kind of cool, and I don't have the sun beating down and melting the wax during the summer. That's my problem. The wax melts because I'm a maintenance guy. I'm outside a lot of times working on air conditioners, crawling up under things, getting all hot and sweaty, crap in my mustache, and I got to turn and twist it. So, but that's what I use in the wintertime if I can get away with this bone crusher. So if you want to do your wax, start with a little ball. Take your pick and get a little ball out and mix it up and make it real nice and malleable. And then start from the inside of your mustache. Okay, start from the center and then work your way out. Okay, do a couple of passes, 3-4 passes like that, and then you can kind of twist it up. Okay, kind of twist it up a little bit. It's not going to curl immediately. It's going to take some time to do that. So give it a couple minutes. Let it cool down and everything like that. Let it get in through your mustache. You can comb it again. Make sure you get it all spread out as much as you need. Don't over wax it. You don't want something like you don't want like a huge mustache or just that's like stiff. It's kind of a little odd. But you just go ahead and make a couple passes on it. Give it a couple minutes. Let it dry. Harden, and then you kind of play with it a little and form it the way you want it. Go back and get another little ball of wax or whatever, and then try it again. Keep going. Go from the inside out. Okay. So you'll notice that you'll see the center part of my mustache towards the center of my lip, the cleft of it. Those hairs are a lot shorter than the outer part. Okay. The hairs on the outside are obviously going to be longer because they're about an inch further from your cleft. So That's how I have my long whiskers at the end, okay? So if I were to pull each one of my mustache sides up, this is the problem I have, is I've got these little pieces right here that I have to tuck in and twist on that one. So what I'm going to do is show you how to do the Got to Be Glued set. All right, so I start out with about a good dime size, you know, not too much, not too little, you know, just a good generous portion. All right, work that around on my fingertips and my thumbs, okay? And I start on the top there, work my way down, and then I'll take it and I'll roll it a little bit, and you'll see already, this is where I think you're having your problem, is you're twisting it at the very tips and the centers, because you can see now my mustache wants to come down and out. It wants to roll out. My left mustache, my left bar is the biggest problem I have. It is the biggest pain in my butt. All day long, 90% of the time, I'm out here messing with the left side of my face, just rolling and twisting, rolling and twisting. And you can see that now. You see how I've got that little bit right here? Those are the little hairs in the center. See how that is? And they kind of tuck up back up under there, and it gives me a little, let me hit that mirror real quick. Gives you a little something to work with. It's kind of hard. So you were twisting them like rolling them. Okay, I saw that in your photo there. I blew it up a little bit. I saw you was twisting. It's okay to do that when you're trying to get it to bend back or a certain direction, but then you want to come back through and you want to comb it back out. You want to get it going. And it's going to twist back whichever way it was. It takes a little bit of time to just keep on twisting and twisting, okay? Just like my left one, I just got to keep twisting it, okay? Get a little bit of water. Rinse that off, okay? Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to comb it out from the center out, okay? Just like that. So when you're twisting it, you're kind of pulling like a Dali, a Salvador Dali. You know, he was the surreal painter, part of the surrealism age of painting when he was like a Avante Grade or some weird cult, whatever that is, painting society, whatever they are. So you can do that, which I've done that several times for Salvador Dali's birthday or his death date. I'll sometimes do a Salvador Dali. I'll pull it straight out and you can go, you know, that little weird look he always gives. Even though his most iconic one was up this way. So there you go. There you go. That's, you know, one of the things that you can do. Don't be afraid to mess around with it, you know, pull it whatever way you want to and twist it whatever way. Make a design out of it, you know. You just don't always have to do a curl. Sometimes I'll do like a half curl or I'll bring it down and out and I'll taper it. Trying to get the Rob Barker look. That's an amazing mustache there. Especially he's got that tapered one. It's just like Hungarian, just a full man beard there. So go ahead and you can apply a little bit more. Okay. All right, and I'll work it in. Look at this mirror here. It's kind of hard to look at that camera a little bit. And you'll see it's not really curling much like the way you really want it to. And you see it's like completely off, right? Like my left one's way out here, my right one's kind of like way up there and all that. But it'll get there, trust me. All right, so you rinse your hands. Come back through. Okay. All right, we're gonna work this left one real quick because it's the painful one. Okay, and what I do is I'll take the end, okay, and I'll tuck it behind the whole part of the mustache. Don't worry about none of this right there. You're just trying to get your ends in right now, okay? And then you'll take it and you'll just roll it ever so slightly. Sometimes you get like a stray hair or something like that pop off. I can see in the mirror there. You just kind of go back through and straighten it out, okay? And once you kind of get it set up like that behind there, you know, kind of comb this part down a little bit, you know, fix it up because these little hairs will get there. And see how it just pops out of the front? That's what I'm talking about. That's the one that always gives me my problem. So keep them straight. Don't twist them, because if you twist them, they're gonna, whichever way you're twisting back, they're gonna roll back, or if you're twisting forward, they're gonna roll forward. So that's why I try to do it straight. Okay, when you comb it out straight, and then you just curve it, just roll it in there. Okay. And once again, I do high heat and I do a low speed. Okay, and I don't put it right up on my face like I'm saying, like, you know, you don't want to like burn your face off, because that's gonna hurt. But you'll put it on there and it'll kind of harden the wax, or the, not the wax, but the gel on there. Okay, so we'll do that real quick. Okay. Just kind of hold it there. Okay. See, that's all it takes. Just a little bit of heat. Man, it gets really hot really quick. So, and a lot of people use curling irons and little rollers and stuff like that. Get whatever I've tried the rollers, I've tried the curling iron and stuff like that, burn the cheeks and everything. I'm not the greatest with it, so that's why I kind of like, I'm just gonna kind of roll it myself and do it. When I was first starting, this is the second time I've done my handlebar mustache. The first time, what I did is I had a cigar tube, the Maker's Mark cigars. They had that little glass tube that the cigar came in, and I love cigars. So what I did is I would put that cigar tube on my face, and I would roll, and I would turn the tube. Here, we'll try a little bit of cortisone. Okay, you put it in there like so, okay, and just roll it. Push it and roll it like that. Don't worry about that split there. We can fix that. We're just worried about the end splitting, right? Or the end's getting there. See, you just roll it and you make it like that. That's what I did with the cigar tube for the longest, because I hadn't trained it. So, but once you get it going, you can kick it out right there. You might lose a hair here and there. Okay, and voila. And all day long, I'll be messing with this one, so don't worry. You can kind of twist it back, like, see how I twisted that back a little bit? That's just to get it to sit back a little bit further on my face. Okay? And you'll have a stray hair in there. It's not going to be perfect. If it's perfect, then something's going to go wrong with it eventually. So, like this right one here, we'll comb that one out. Just like that. See that? See, now we got a Salvador Dali look on that one. Okay? Then you just take it. I take my thumb and pinch it like this at the tip, and I roll it. And I don't yank it out of my face. I just kind of roll it and pull a little bit, and then there you go. Boom. See? Just like that. Or take a small something tubule and take it, and I have to look in the mirror for this one. You just roll it. Roll it like this. Just roll it. Pull it out like that, and when you pull it away from your face, it's going to droop forward. See? Like that. So that's when you'll have to take it down at the ends and roll it back. You know, just kind of twist it back a little bit. Okay? See? Let it come back around, and then it'll sit on your face. You know, just kind of play with it a little bit and roll it back in. Same thing goes on and on. There's a little bit of split there, but it's a little dry. But anyway, James, I hope this helps. Don't give up, man. Don't. I mean, it takes a lot of work. You see those guys in the World Championships, and like Rob Baker, for God's sakes. I mean, he's been to the World Championships umpteen times. Him and his mustache, Elliot, they're amazing. That's my idol right there. I look towards him, and I try to do a lot of stuff that he does. But everybody's going to be different. Your hair's going to be different. Genetics is going to be different. You know, it all depends on whatever you can use or whatever you can do. Okay? So if you have any other questions, just don't hesitate. Make comments. Let me know how it works out. If you're having any more problems with something that, you know, I might be able to help you with, just ask. There's hundreds of us in this group, and we don't want to see you shave that off. We don't want it to go back to the baby face and a little bit of scruff on the side like every other random Joe. We want you to be one of those distinguished gentlemen that has like a good mustache. Even if you got to do the Salvador Dali, it's great. It's a fantastic mustache. It's a great conversation starter. I'll be standing out in the middle of nowhere, and people are like, "Oh, that's a great mustache." I'm like, "Oh, thank you," you know. And you know, it doesn't even matter if you have like a Salvador Dali. People look at you like, "Oh my God, like what are you doing?" Like, it's Salvador Dali. Then you can go on about how he was a surrealist, and he was a painter and all that, and you just impress them. Just give them a little, you know, history lesson. And then they'll remember that for the rest of their life. And then they'll walk by Walmart and look, "Oh, hey, I remember you." Like, "Hey, yeah, I don't know who you are, but I remember, I guess." So, that kind of stuff. But anyway, you see, we're right there. And all day long, you'll have to mess with that, or you'll have to tweak it here and there. So, don't worry about that. It just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of work. That's all. So, hope this helps. Let me know if you need anything else. All right, man?